Alright, thank you for clicking on this video. As always, description or deck list is in the description below. Today we're looking at a mono white auras deck, and it came from a list from a Japanese tournament that had a it was like a no VV tournament. And so with the ban list coming up and most likely VV getting the axe, figured we'd take a look at deck lists that, or this deck list, that might do well in a non-VV format. Obviously, I'm playing before the ban list, so I might run into, VV Cauldron decks here. And in that case, this deck probably won't do too well against VV, but not a lot of decks do. So I think this is a keepable hand, so keeping it. One of the newer cards is a Wonder Weave Aerialist, 2 mana 2/2 with Ward 2, and has flying as long as it's modified, which goes well with things like Most Helpful Weaver that puts +1/+1 counters on creatures. The Ward 2 makes it untargetable in the first couple turns. It seems like we're going up against Mardu? Not Mardu, sorry. White, black, okay, 5 colors. We have Veteran Survivor, has Survival. It's a 2/1 for 1, and at the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. As long as there are 3 or more cards exiled with this creature, it gets +3/+3 and has Hexproof. Kind of an interesting 1 mana play. Alright, Deadly Cover. So it's some kind of control deck. We'll start taking the more expensive ones, just in case they do get Deadly Cover up off. They can't use the evidence. Though I have a bad feeling about this. I guess I could Seam Rip their Terminus. And I'm going to get the Most Helpful Weaver out now. I don't know, maybe I should have left Shard Mage's Rescue open. But I don't think they're going to have a 4 mana sweeper. Opponent plays Stock Up. I think we could put a +1/+1 counter on the Aerialist. Unfortunately, I have a feeling they have their sweeper next turn. We don't have a creature. So I guess... might as well just do the Feather Flight now, draw a card. Jeez. And yeah, just hope for the best, I guess. Maybe they only have tap mana. Come on, tap mana. That is not tap mana. Alright. Day of Judgment. Destroy all creatures. Yep. That's gonna happen. And now we have no more creatures. Pass the turn. So maybe I shouldn't have gone all in on creatures. That's the turn. Yeah, maybe I should have held off on playing the Aerialist. Or I think this is more of a you kind of go all in on one creature type of deck. So maybe I'm supposed to keep creatures in my hand, especially when going up against a control deck. So I guess this is the a different type of 4-color control. Alright, maybe I should have waited till afterwards, but... yeah, we need another creature. Good chance they'll just kill it now, though, right? I don't know. Okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's just go on to the next game. I don't think this went very well. Against control, I think. I'm gonna do that. Just want as many flash creatures as possible. I don't think Spellbook Vendor is going to be very good. I don't think Shelter by Ghost, maybe not too much, but... I don't know. Yeah. Something like that. I'm assuming they're going to bring in a lot more removal. I need some coffee. Alright. Play first. Keep this. Maybe this is not a keepable hand, but... and turn. Could use a little bit more... huh. Which is worth keeping. Okay. Just do that. We don't want to go all in, but we do want some pressure. I wonder if we should have gone for the scavenger to get the ++1 counters on. We'll get the Shred Mage's Rescue out. I think we just keep it, right? Sure. Just gonna do that. So, and do this. We're just one short. All right. I'm just gonna end the turn there. Sure. And bring this in. Do this. I guess I don't really need to do all that, but check all in. All right. So that went a little bit better. I think next, being on the draw. I think we just send back what I had. Do I want more? Do I want like Werefox Bodyguard? To go down on Sheltered by Ghost. And Most Helpful Weaver. I don't know. Try it out. More flash creatures. That's a mulligan. Jeez. That's a mulligan. I'm gonna have to keep 5. Come on, second land. Come on, second land. Thank you. All right. Gotta hope that they don't have 1 mana removal or a edict. Okay, stock up. Let's see. We're just gonna do that. End the turn. Terminus, okay. They have something. I don't think... Alright. I will seam rip their Terminus. Alright, hitting a little bit too many lands. Okay. I think I'm going to keep my aerialist. All right, that's good. Just gotta hope for no sweepers. Okay, tapping very carefully. Sure. Oh crap. Alright. So one thing we can do is draw a card here. So we need to find a way to get rid of Shiko as well. Oh, more lies. Alright. In that case... Oh. Alright. I gotta hope that they don't have another edict or a board wipe. No edict, no board wipe. No edict, no board wipe. Only targeted spell. Mother of God. That might be game over. Is there any point in playing any more turns after this? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, come on. Alright, yeah, I'm done. On to the next game. Alright, on the play with what seems to... or not play at all. On the draw with what seems to be... I don't think this is a keepable hand. If we can draw... if we can draw one land. Come on, we can do it. If I draw the Veteran Survivor, do you think they'll remove it? I'm going for it. Okay. No land. That sucks. I don't know. They may just remove the Veteran Survivor next turn, or play Lord Skidder next turn. Thank you. Just gonna seam rip this guy, and then attack in. So definitely have a bit more aggression this time around. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I have to get this. Alright, sorry. End the turn. Life is kind of getting busy and trying to make these videos while also staying busy. Okay, they Kaito. I think... Are they going to -2? Yep. Alright. Perfect. And just do this. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, now let's run away.
Alright, so that was a better better start. Against Demir, assuming they're just going to bring in a little bit more removal. Maybe I bring in this Demi of the Silk Shoots. Cathar Commando. I think Bodyguard, right? Maybe go down on Spellbook Vendor and maybe go down on 1 Helpful Weaver and 1 Veteran Survivor. Try something like that. on the draw once again. I'm assuming opponent's bringing in more removal this time around. What the? Oh my god. Okay. This is pretty bad. Got a hello. I think they're holding on to removal. No? Weird. I'm gonna go with no blocks. I think Cecil Dark Knight is really bad against an aggressive deck. What? I don't know what the opponent is doing. Board wipe? I don't know. Just gonna end the turn there. Okay. Well, in this case, I'm just going to give the spider flying and double strike. All right. That was a game. On to the next, I guess. So it seems like this deck does a little bit better when it's not against a control deck. Would be nice to be on the play one of these days, but well, again, I guess we'll keep this. We can go turn 2 Aerialist. Flex a victory. What are we up against? Okay. Just going to end the turn there. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Okay, it's a token deck. Okay. Sure. Just going with another one. Another seam rip. Sure. End of turn. He could have board wipes. All right. In this case, I guess I just do this. All right. Feather of Flight. Draws a card, but sure. I just gotta hope the opponent does not have a board wipe. If they have a board wipe, Fearing Innocence. Virtue of Loyalty. Okay. That's a lot of card draws. Alright. Let's hope that they didn't draw a removal. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, cool, cool. I'm just gonna get rid of their Enduring Innocence now. Seam Rip? Nah, end the turn. Do they have the board wipe? That would be the worst case scenario. This makes me think they don't have the board wipe, but they could still draw one. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Against tokens... Yeah, again, I guess it's bringing in these flash creatures. I think Werefox Bodyguard is great against tokens. Even Interrupter, maybe. Oh, and Cathar Commando. I don't think I need Veteran Survivor. Maybe less of the Spellbook Vendor. Yeah. Do it like that. I'm gonna assume they're bringing in Mulligan. Jeez. All right. Hope to draw one more land. I guess it's the Aven Interrupter. Alright, got one more chance to draw a land. Ho ho! Alright. I'm hoping the Airless survives because of the Ward 2. Come on, Ward 2. Okay. It was nice. Okay. Sheltered by Ghosts, maybe? Sheltered by Ghosts is actually really bad against board wipe. And no attacks. I'm just gonna block the Enduring Innocence. Okay. Alright. I needed one more land, but just gotta hope that they don't remove the air list yet. Nope, never mind. At least that's their whole turn. I need a third land, please. Elspeth, okay.
I welcome all allies.
Oh my god. Where are my lands? Enduring Innocence, okay.
Ready arms.
About time. All right. I guess the Enduring Innocence? Or the Elspeth? Maybe it's the Elspeth.
Watch for my return.
I'm not playing this very well. Maybe I was supposed to give it a Feather of Flight instead. But I wanted to gain some life. I'm hoping that instead of a board wipe, they try to do... Targeted removal. Okay, they're up to 22 lands. Alright, kind of wish this happened last turn, but that's alright. Screw it. Since I can't play anything during my turn anyway. If they don't have targeted removal... we might have just board wipes, in which case... are they making a token? No. I'm confused. Why do they... okay. They individually attack all. And then board wipe? No, they can't board wipe. This is weird. Okay, so they drew all that card and they didn't have removal? What? What happened? I was so sure I was going to lose. All right, had enough time to do a quick conclusion. Not a whole lot I have to say about this deck. I mean, it worked pretty well. It's a pretty aggressive deck that has creatures that's fairly difficult to remove, whether it be having Ward 2 or just leaving open Shardmage's Rescue. As you saw, board wipes tend to be pretty devastating for this deck, so you don't really want to go all in on creatures. You want to maybe like one or two creatures out and then just try and pump them up, protect them, and then once they're removed, just start over. Seems to be the initial game plan. Afterwards, you can go into the sideboard and get a bunch of flash creatures and play a bit more of a instant speed, play them after the board wipe type of game, and works pretty well. If I did my math right, this video should be coming out right before the ban announcement, and then after the ban announcement, I'm pretty sure Vivi is going to be gone, and it's going to open up the meta for a lot of different types of decks to see if they can survive in a Vivi-less meta. And I think what you're going to see is a lot of new aggressive archetypes come out, and we'll see which ones survive, which ones don't, and depending on which aggressive decks survive is going to determine what kind of control decks you're going to see, what kind of mid-range decks you're going to see. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping that it does shake up the meta a little bit, or actually a lot. I hope it shakes it up a lot, but we'll have to see. I'll probably have to wait until the ban list to record my next video, so I'm going to be continuing making these videos without intros and outros just so I can get the videos out quickly. But don't worry, eventually I will get back to making intros and, you know, kind of going over the deck before going into the games, if any of you are truly interested in seeing those type of intros and outros, you know, the deck tech portion of the deck tech videos. Yeah, and that's all I have to say. So if you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate. Thank you very much. Not a lot of people stick around till the end, so the very few of you that do, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, take care, have fun playing Magic, and I'll see you later. Bye.